everyone, welcome to another video. Today we are shifting, okay? We are moving away from purely book talk, and I will explain more in a momento. But for now, you know what you're here for. Let's get into the video. These are the things that I am doing now to prep for 2026, okay? The clock is ticking. We enter 2026 like next week. Here are some things that I'm doing now in order to prepare myself. This list is split. We have got personal and we have got work. We're going to do the personal first. These are things I'm doing just to benefit myself. Number one is a house clean. I am living in squalor. I say that not lightly. Our house is a mess. We have been so busy with Christmas and all of the getting ready in the lead up to Christmas that I have neglected the house quite a lot. Everything needs a bit of a clean, a bit of a tidy up. We need to get back on our grind, if you will. Number two is that I want to complete a online course before the end of the year. I don't know what course I'm gonna do yet, like exactly. However, I do know that I want it to either be an editing course, because I want to get better at these videos for you guys, or a marketing course, because I think that will help me with the social media element as well. We're just looking to do a course, okay? Even if it's just like a course on Canva, even if it's a course on Adobe Express. I am self-taught at everything, and I just think a little bit of guidance would be appreciated. Make sure that I'm on the right track, and if I'm not, help me change it. Number three is that I need to list the crochet that I have made for sale. I've made crochet stuff and I just haven't listed it. I've been really behind. I was on it and then I fell off the rails, quite literally. I'm still crocheting, so now we're getting a bit of a backup of like just stuff. And I don't even know if I list it, if people will buy it, but at least if I list it, the potential is there. And then hopefully it can be shipped off to somebody else and they can have a better use for it than it just sitting in my craft room. Number four is 5 a.m. club. So I started this today and it's honestly been really good. I wasn't expecting it to actually work for me at all. I thought that I was going to fall straight back to sleep again and I'd be back to the same ways, but recently I've been going to bed really, really late, and it's meaning that when I wake up in the morning, I don't have much of my morning, number one, and then number two, because of that, I then am less productive. I just don't do enough during the day, which is getting me down quite significantly because I have quite a big list of things to do. Therefore, I've joined the 5 a.m. club. However, I'm started that now so that I'm in the routine for 2026. So hopefully we will carry that over, and then from January I will just be used to it and we can just carry that on instead of deciding, okay, January 1st I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and not be able to do it. I thought it would be easier to let ourselves get to that point, which is what I'm doing at the minute. The next action that I am taking is doing a solid morning routine. Okay, so the same thing in the same order every day, so that I psychologically am aware of what I'm doing. And I know, okay, this is the start of my day, it's time to crack on, essentially. This also goes for a nighttime routine because I have been terrible at sleeping. So I need a few steps before I get into bed so that I can make my body aware that I'm going to bed, and then hopefully fall asleep a lot quicker than what I'm currently doing. The next thing is to post on Vinted. I have a lot of things just around the house that I don't need anymore. They're not broken, some of them are still new. There's just no need for them for me. They just don't fit with me, and I don't want to bin stuff. I'm really conscious of that, so I would rather it go to somebody else if they need it. So I think majority of things need to go on Vinted. It also then gives me the extra cash, and who can complain about that, especially when we're in January, which is like the longest wait between paydays. The next thing, which I did today, is a skincare routine. I am one of those people, I constantly tell myself that I'm going to do a skincare routine and then I never stick to it. It doesn't happen for me. However, I am determined, okay? My skin is dry. Dry. But the thing is, it won't be dry like one day and then the next day it will just be flaky. I need to get consistent and do a skincare routine, especially now when I feel like it is affecting how I come across to you guys, and my attitude towards the day is based on my skin a lot of the time as well. I won't want to be on camera, I won't want to film videos, and then that affects all of my social media. So skincare is definitely up there. Whether it's just a morning routine and then we slowly phase in a nighttime routine, I'm not sure. But I do know that I want to keep it simple and not over the top. The next one I started doing a while ago, I then fell off the bandwagon. And then I have decided to get back on it because it actually did have a lot of benefits for me, which is stretching every day. On a morning, on a night, just stretching. Because when I did it on a night, I would wake up and instantly feel better than if I hadn't stretched. The same goes for when I wake up and I stretch again. I then am ready to move about. I'm ready to go around the house. I'm not going to bed rot all day, which is what I'm currently doing, which we need to stop. The last thing on my personal list is to drink more water, which sounds like an easy thing, but for me, it's not. I don't really like water as much as other drinks, so then I tend to lean towards the other drinks, but obviously there's nothing that has quite the same benefits as just drinking water, so I want to get that going, if you will. I want to get myself to a point where I am drinking the recommended amount of water every single day without fail. So now we are moving on to the work list. Okay, so these are things for the social media girlies. This is what I'm doing now in order to prepare myself for 2026. First point being, which is helping me so much, might I add. This bit, listen in, okay? Listen. I am planning the next day on my evenings, okay? So every evening I am sitting down and I'm planning exactly what I am going to do the next day. Game changing. Okay, none of this wake up and then plan what I'm going to do, because if I wake up and then try and plan what I'm going to do, I don't know where to start. My brain isn't wired like that, which is terrible. So it works better for me to do it on a night, and then I wake up with some clear goals set and I just crack on with it. There's no having to worry about where to start or how to start. I just do it. The next thing is I want to work on my consistency. I do post a lot more shorts and TikToks than YouTube videos. However, I would like to stick to at least 3 shorts, 3 TikTok videos, 3 reels a day. And that is minimum. So that is what I'm going to try and stick to. The second part of this is 2 YouTube videos a week. I'm scared, okay? I'm scared. I know we're not good at this, okay? I know consistency be lacking on the long forms, okay? But we're gonna do it. We're gonna post twice a week. When I do post long form videos, I do see the benefits, like, for my social media. But it's just getting myself there. Now, with that, this is the next point. I need to keep running lists of ideas for videos, because I'm finding myself falling at the first hurdle because I tell myself that I don't know what to post. And then because I don't know what to post, I just don't film anything, I don't post anything. Which we need to change, okay? So we need a running list of videos that we can just make and post straight away. And then it's done. Do you get what I'm saying? There are some videos where I can go a little bit harder and more higher value, but the one thing that I've realised is that actually I'm bigging up YouTube videos in my own head because I feel the need for them to be this big thing, when really I can just sit here and talk to you. The next thing is to consistently post on my stories. I'm terrible for it. I think we probably all are. I do not use my stories enough at all. Now, I'm not bothered about whether posting on stories gives me more engagement, whatever, but there are posts that I post that could have just been stories, and then they're sitting on my feed, and I don't like the way that they are on my feed because nothing that is then cohesive. It's irritating me. So we need to start using stories, okay? Please. Next thing is to branch out of book talk. As I said at the start of this video, this is not a normal book talk video for me. I have decided that while I am still going to post TikToks and YouTube videos about books, I'm going to also step out of my niche a little bit and try some other things. Book talk for me was becoming less and less and less enjoyable for me to make and film. So now I want to be able to film and make other things, and hopefully you will stand by me. And even if you're just here for the book talk videos, do not fear, they are staying. There's just going to be other stuff in between. And then the last thing on my work list of things I'm doing now to prep for 2025, we are batch filming and editing in the same day. Okay? No more leaving the videos until like a week later and then editing them. We are editing them the same day. It doesn't matter whether you post them the same day, but you need to edit them while they're fresh in your mind, because otherwise I just lose interest and then I just don't post it at all because I don't want to edit it, because I don't think it's valuable or important for me to post anymore. We need to edit on the same day, stick it in drafts, stick it wherever you want to. If you have a folder, put it in there, and then post it when you want to. But once the editing is done, I feel like that is the biggest hurdle, especially for me. Once I've done that, I'm easy breezy. I don't have to worry about anything. That is the conclusion of this video. So that is the end of what I am doing now in order to prep for 2026. All of these things are mainly so that I start doing them now and then the habit is already built going into 2026, if that makes sense. Hopefully this video helped some people. That is it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please give me a like. Please subscribe. Any support is really appreciated. I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.